exactly 4 p.m. here in the nation's economic capital, and here in our studios, Canal English. It's time for the news. I'm Regina Fonjia Leke. The headlines: good news for Cameroonians suffering from rare diseases. A humanitarian ship, dubbed Mercy Ship, has arrived the port of Douala and will from September begin performing free surgical operations. Plus, just days after a school was set ablaze in Bamenda, another school in Kumbo, Bui, a division northwest a region of the country, has been burnt down by unknown persons. And out of the country, at least 600 people are still missing following mudslides and floods that hit parts of the Sierra Leone's capital, Freetown. Those were the major stories. The developments are right ahead. Now we begin with this very exciting news. Cameroonians with rare diseases in need of surgical operations can now heave a sigh of relief following the arrival of a ship dubbed Mercy Ship at the Douala seaport, which will carry out free surgical operation on Cameroonians from the first week of the month of September. We have details in the following report. The ship, Africa Mercy, belonging to the non-governmental organization Mercy Ship, was received with cheers and dance as it anchored at the Douala seaport this day, August the 16th, 2017. The ship, 152 meters long, with 5 operating rooms and 82 patients' bed, will be in Cameroon for the next 10 months to offer free medical surgeries to Cameroonians suffering from rare diseases.
We will do a different type of surgery. This is general surgery for goiters, plastic surgery, reconstruction plastic surgery for burns, maxillofacial surgery for cleft lips and big tumors, and also orthopedic surgery for kids that are under 16.
On board the ship are 400 crew members comprised of support staff and a medical team. It is hoped that at the end of its sojourn at the Douala port, it would have treated 3,000 Cameroonians. The move is aimed to bring hope and healing to the people of Cameroon.
The arrival of the ship is just, it's a big significance on the hope, because what we really aim to do is to bring hope and healing to the population that really needs it.
The captain who piloted the ship from Benin, where it carried out a similar operation, was officially received by the director of the Douala Port Authority. About 10 surgeons in the different specialties will alternate every 2 weeks depending on the needs of the different patients. The Mercy Ship, invited by Cameroon's head of state, His Excellency Paul Biya, will start receiving patients this August, and surgical operations will commence in the first week of September. And now, a newborn baby has been abandoned at the Mbopi market here in Douala. Eyewitnesses say the baby was abandoned by his mother at about 5 p.m. yesterday and was later taken to the Mbopi Gendarmerie for investigations. For more on this, Christelle Catella.
With an umbilical cord freshly cut off, this newborn baby was abandoned in the arms of an unknown person by his mother on Tuesday, August 15, at the Mbopi market in Douala. We are hairdressers at the Mbopi market. The baby was discovered not far from us by a young girl who sells granules. The mother left the baby at about 5 p.m. At the moment that the market had to close, the baby started crying. That is why we decided to take the baby to the gendarmerie. This infant of female sex was taken to the pediatric unit of the Douala Lakentini Hospital for thorough checkup. Reports say she is faring well. Fortunately, a woman took the engagement to keep the baby.
I came to the market to see my customers, so I learned that they have abandoned one baby in the market, and I was interested. Since I don't have any child, I decided to take care over the child. I said they should give me the child, and thank God they have given me. I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
Before she gets in possession of the infant, She will have to follow an administrative procedure. I have to drop a first requisition to the doctor for another checkup, and I will later on take the baby to social affairs. For now, I have informed the state council. This other case of abandoned newborn comes to add to a long list of babies abandoned by their mothers.
Now, parents of pupils of the government nursery school Kikai Leke Kombo Bui division of the Northwest region have expressed frustration following the arson perpetrated on the campus by unknown persons. The classrooms were completely razed by fire last night, and officials of the school have urged parents to stay calm and pray for God's intervention. Gladys Ambo.
Government Nursery and Primary School Kikai Leke in Bui Division in Northwest Cameroon is in ashes. The classrooms were consumed by fire in the night of Tuesday, August 15, breaking Wednesday, August 16, 2017. The population of Bevia, Kikai Leke, woke up early this morning to the surprising and frustrating incident. No one knows the cause of the fire.
Well, I get up this morning, I was surprised to hear from my neighbor that the school has been burned down. So we don't know the cause of the fire. Right now, we don't know the cause.
I got up from bed this morning when the PTA president of the primary school called to alert me that the primary section has all been burnt to ashes. So I just rushed and I reached the school. And that is the reason why we are here now.
It is suspected to be an arson, since matchboxes and a jerry can containing fuel were discovered in the school campus. With just a couple of days to the start of the new academic year, parents of pupils of government nursery and primary school Kikai Leke are frustrated and are in total confusion. The head teacher has urged the parents and pupils to calm down and pray for God's intervention.
I am telling the parents that they should hold their hearts and we'll see what will happen. We'll struggle, we'll beg the NGOs and those who are of good heart that you will rescue this situation, because with us alone it will not be possible.
Since the children are here, we are just convincing them to hold their hearts. We do not know. We know that the God who gave us the strength to construct will still give us the strength to reconstruct. Since we don't know the source of the fire, we don't really know.
The head teacher and some teachers of the school, as well as a team from the divisional delegation of basic education for Bui, were afield to take stock of the situation.
Now, activities have timidly resumed this Wednesday in Bafia Center, a region of the country, following a very long weekend. Some public offices remained closed these days, while some have opened their doors but did so very late. Ndi Maureen has more.
This is how the streets of Bafia looks like after a long weekend following a public holiday in Cameroon. It is a timid start of Wednesday as inhabitants sluggishly make it to the job site. It was a long weekend and it was not easy to start work in the beginning of the week. You know, we have lots of problems. Public offices are seriously affected by the long weekend. People want their files treated, but the workers are nowhere to be found. It is 8:40 a.m. and I am yet to be served. The condition is still not favorable, but I don't intend going home now. The senior divisional officer from BAM, Ainobu Division, is conscious of the negative effects of long weekends on Cameroon's economy. He arrived his office as early as 8 a.m. and the first thing he does is checking on workers on duty. I arrived to my office at 8 a.m. I had to check on the workers on duty, but from my observation, some workers arrived on time while others are yet to regain their offices. Some have simply not answered present today. They will be severely sanctioned. The senior divisional officer emphasized on the effective resumption of classes come September this year, and as those called on health features and principals to get down to work.
We stay in the center region where some people enjoyed and had a great feast of Assumption yesterday. It was a bad Assumption day for a gang of 4 specialized in the theft of calf and dealing in tramadol and India hemp. They were arrested by elements of the gendarmerie, as Beatrice Ngamo tells us.
Gendarmerie post this August 15 had criminals of not so usual class, 2 specialists in trapping cats. 7 cats, their catch this day through their cunning tricks of tasty, seducing sardines, and the cats fell to their traps. Their operation zone, the Mimboman Plateau neighborhood, here in the nation's capital, where cries of disappearing cats puts the population on the alert, resulting to the arrest this morning by the Emombo Gendarme Research Brigade. The commander of the brigade research post, Serge Nkulu, presenting the supposed thieves, said investigations continuing to get those behind the trap operations in the name of business, that is, the sellers of prepared cats at the Carrier neighborhood. Alongside the specialists in trapping cats is a dealer in tramadol, hydrochloride, and another in Indian hemp. Large quantities of these drugs found in their possession. The commander of the Emombo Gendarme post used the occasion to laud the collaboration of the population for the successful operation.
Take you out of the country where at least 600 people are still missing and unaccounted for following floods and a mudslide that hit part of Sierra Leone's capital, Freetown. President Ernest Bai Koroma pleaded for urgent support, saying that entire communities had been wiped out. Nearly 4,000 people are confirmed dead after a mudslide in the recent area and floods elsewhere in Freetown on Monday. The Red Cross has warned it is a race against time to find survivors. Meanwhile, a mass burial has been held to honor our victims this Wednesday in Sierra Leone. And over in Zimbabwe, the First Lady of Zimbabwe, Grace Mugabe, has returned home from South Africa after failing to turn herself into police in Johannesburg to face accusations of assault. Police in South Africa had said they expected her to present herself for questioning. A 20-year-old South African woman has accused Mrs. Mugabe of hitting her over the head with an extension cord during a row at a hotel on Sunday evening. Mrs. Mugabe has so far not commented. Well, it's on that note that we've come to the end of this edition of the news on Canal English. Thanks for watching, and do stay in the company of our programs. Goodbye.